The The Somnium Files games are some of my favorite mystery titles, and now there's a third one. However, what struck me as most peculiar was that two names I was used to seeing with a large creative influence on these titles weren't involved in the same way. Akira Okada, planner of the first game and director of the second, is absent, and Kotaro Uchikoshi, series director and lead writer of the previous two, appears only in a supervisory role. Their fingerprints are still on the franchise's DNA, but the day-to-day steering has shifted. Instead, Kazuya Yamada, whose credits on the first two games are limited, has stepped up to the plate as both lead writer and director. It's the first time he's captained the ship, so let's see how he and Team Zero escape fare.
Something's...
It looks... Who is that?
No Sleep for Kaname Date is the third game in the series and sits chronologically between the first two. Its plot has notably lower stakes. There are no reality-bending mysteries this time. Instead, Iris has been allegedly kidnapped by aliens. They also, or at least this one, Akemi, apparently look like VTubers, which gives every scene involving them a knowingly surreal vibe. Akemi forces Iris to solve escape room puzzles as part of the third game. She allows her to contact one person for help. Naturally, Iris chooses Kaname Date, Agent of Abyss, which sets him and by extension his AI eyeball partner Aiba on the case. Their dynamic remains as snarky as ever, grounding the more far-fetched setup with familiar chemistry. For the uninitiated, Abyss is a secret police organization that possesses a machine enabling investigators to sync with suspects, diving into their dreams for clues. While searching for Iris, Dante stumbles upon a container marked Sync Me. Who's inside? Will it help them find Iris? Or is this all part of the kidnapper's larger game? This adventure is divided into 3 sections. During the escape room sequences, you control Iris, exploring rooms in 3D. You can pick up objects, examine them, and trigger fun conversations from Iris, Date, Aiba, and others that often reference in-series jokes. The interface is intuitive with contextual prompts and a generous highlight toggle to prevent pixel hunting. Then, as Date, you tackle investigation sequences. These are the traditional point-and-click moments where you talk to people, gather evidence, and progress the story at a more relaxed pace, giving side characters room to breathe. Finally, there are the Somnium Dreamscapes, abstract puzzle rooms where you guide Aiba through 3D dream spaces inside a subject's mind. Each area has its own distinct musical tone, jazz, synthwave, and gentle piano themes, all composed by the wonderful Keisuke Ito, whose soundtrack strikes a neat balance between tension and whimsy. Additionally, No Sleep for Kaname Date is not newcomer friendly. A spoiler toggle at the beginning censors specific script details, protecting the first game's biggest twists, but this story follows up on earlier events and relationships. If you skip the previous installments, you can sure follow the plot beats, yet many emotional payoffs will feel more hollow. Despite the game being split across 3 major gameplay types, it doesn't feel especially large. There are only a couple of noteworthy new characters, making the endgame twists rather predictable. The stakes are lower as well. There are no murders, and most characters tied to the kidnapping serve mainly as comic relief, which some fans may find refreshing and others underwhelming. As a result, the experience feels like a pair of DLC side stories that have been sewn together to form a full plot. The developers seem aware of this lighter tone and lean into it. The title is packed with bonus content, including unlockable gallery entries, short stories, and an entire alphabet's worth of joke endings that can surprise you with the effort poured into them. You get plenty of time to spend with your favorite characters in low-stakes, casual scenarios. There are a couple of misses, but overall the cast remains strong, especially where it counts. Date and Aiba's interactions are consistently entertaining, and the new character Hina Sugiono is a joy on screen, blending deadpan humor with bursts of eccentric energy that fit right in with the established ensemble.
Pulse, all good. Respiration, all good. Blood pressure, all good. Sleep state, feeling nice. Yeah, This pod does kind of look like a big cannon.
The escape room puzzles themselves are enjoyable and feel lifted straight from Zero Escape, complete with familiar sound effects from 999 and even a Seek a Way Out screen featuring the jingle that Zero Time Dilemma left out. What makes them shine is the banter among Iris, Date, Iber, and the rest. Their exchanges turn each puzzle into a lively, collaborative effort bursting with character. If you're worried about your puzzle skills, the game offers extensive difficulty options and hint systems. Whether you're diehard or nervous, you can tailor the challenge. I fumbled through one hard, then replayed story difficulties simply for the extra dialogue where characters talk through solutions. That banter coupled with strong voice acting elevates repeat playthroughs. Although a Nintendo Switch 2 version exists, I played on the original Switch and enjoyed a smooth experience with no noticeable frame rate drops or pauses. Load times are brief and subtitles keep pace with rapid fire jokes, which is vital for comedy that leans heavily on timing. No Sleep for Kaname Date doesn't reach the dizzying heights of its predecessors, but it's a worthy addition to the series. With new mechanics and ideas, it's a perfect excuse to hang out with the characters you already know and love, and it should keep the franchise's spark alive even if it burns a little less brightly this time. It feels like the Somnium Files as a series isn't over yet at all. Noisy Pixel is giving No Sleep for Kaname Date an 8 out of 10.
Thanks for watching. This video is brought to you by your supporters on Patreon. Noisy Pixel is run by a group of gamers providing independent gaming coverage through news, reviews, previews, and more. Check out our Patreon to help support our continued growth and subscribe to keep up with all our future content.
Noisy Pixel.